Hello children, I'm back. This is Makker'S classes and back for class 10th ICSE board, and I'm going to do blue bead, and this is all for your help so that you all do your work easily, learn and don't leave anything that I'm telling you, and it would cover nearly the whole chapter. And there will be some questions which will have 2-3 options, maybe 4 options. You have to pick your answers and mark them correct. I'll start this. This is Blue Bead I'm doing, written by Nora Burke. So, where did the crocodile come from? From deep water and black water. Both are right answers. If they give you one, mark that. If they give you both are right. So you have to choose. The option A, B, or whatever. Length of the crocodile, twice the length of a tall man. I'm going fast because this is a long story and there are many questions. What did he swallow to aid the digestion? Aid means help digestion in his stomach. He swallowed stones. What else went in the crocodile's stomach, and what was the color of that? It was a silver bracelet. What was being floated? Timber was being floated on the river. Which river was it? Great Indian River. Where was he lying? Among the glassy shallows, among logs, on the rippled sand. Which parts of his were out of water? Eyes and nostrils. Adjectives for the crocodiles that have been used here: mugger, blackish brown. Above, on the top it was blackish brown, and on the underside it was yellowy white. Antediluvian saurian. Saurian is the species of these crocodiles. Okay. Prehistoric juggernaut. Ferocious and formidable. The tail, we had to describe the tail. The power of the tail was unimaginable and irresistible. Smile, the smile of the crocodile. Evil bony. Evil bony. Danger when it was a baby. When it was a baby, how did it survive? And no, actually, whom did it survive from? Because when a baby is there, there are many prey animals who are going to eat the baby. So they were birds of prey first, and great carnivorous fishes. He survived from them. And then how did he grow? What did that crocodile eat or drink? Tepid water and rotted fish. What was the age of the crocodile? 100 years. The soft points of the crocodile which could be attacked: eyes, soft underarms. The friends of the crocodile: muggers and long snouted fish eating gharials. What happened on the warm rocks? On the sandy sand banks, it was relaxing. Sun dried the clay and made it white camouflage. When it was relaxing, the clay was there on its body. The sun had dried the clay and it had become white. The clay had become white, and because the clay was on the body of the crocodile was looking white. It was a camouflage. So it could jump out of the water, out of the clay whenever it required. Food that the crocodile ate was, when it became big, fish, deer, monkeys, duck, pie dog, skeleton cow, half-burned bodies of Indians. What glimmered in the shoals? In the shoals there was something glimmering. That was a blue gem. It was a sand-worn glass, and it was perforated. Perforated means there was a hole. Girl. Now you are going to describe the girl. Little, thin, starveling child in earth-colored rag. What was the color of the rag? Earth color. Ebony hair, skin of oiled brown cream, and she was 12 years. And the rag was torn. She had torn the rag into first skirt, second sari. Okay. So then what food was she had she brought? Chapati wrapped round, green chili and rancid butter. Anything you don't understand, you want to understand the meaning of anything, you just ask me. I'm just discussing the MCQs. She was deprived of Anna, pies and pie. What was the location of the town where she lived? At the railhead. She lived at the railhead where there was a bazaar. Okay. In the bazaar, what could you find? Milling people, dogs, monkeys, full of flies, and humans. What were humans doing? Idling. Idling means just roaming around, gossiping, bargaining, spitting, Beetlejuice, pan thukna. Okay. What did she see at the sweet meat stall? She saw brilliant honey confections full of dust and flies. They were in a village, so dust and flies is a common thing there. And they smelled better than drains, humans and cigarettes. Here cigarettes are beadies. Okay. Color of the sweets, green and magenta. Cloth stall, there was a cloth stall where there was a stamp of the maker. Okay, so the stamp of the maker was a tiger's head. Okay, what wonders were there? Satin sewn with real silver thread. First. Second, tin trays from Birmingham. Third, sari with chips of looking glass embroidered into the border. When I show you the notes, they are not as clear, so you can match my sentences with these. Okay, I will make it fair when I get time, and then I'll load it again. Then there was a Kashmiri who was showing. What was he showing? Dawn colored silks. Second, a chest of turquoises and opals he had. Then he had a box. When pressed, a bell tingled and a yellow wooden chicken jumped out. Okay? These three things are there. And so if there is an option A, B, C and D is all of the above, you write all of the above. A work of Sibya. What did she do? Husked corn ko husk karna. Okay. Gathered sticks. Put dung to dry. Cooked. Weeded. Fetched water. Cut grass for fodder. Okay. Where was she going? She was going to get paper grass from the cliffs above the river, and they were carried at times when it was very heavy. Then it was carried from bullock carts to the railhead to the agent. And agent used to take the paper grass and dispatch it to the paper mills for paper to be made. Okay, so paper grass, Sibya, agent used to send it to the paper mills. And where was the agent? Agent used to sit on silk cushions smoking a hookah because he was enjoying whatever they were bringing. He was giving them less money and he was selling it for a good amount. So he used to sit on silk cushions and smoking a hookah. Who else was with Sibya? Mother and some other women. What did she carry? She carried sickle and homemade hay fork. Why couldn't you skip on the way back? When she had so much thing, or any other woman had so many things, so why couldn't they skip back like walking very fast? Or because they ached with tiredness. They were very tired. Their body ached with tiredness and there was a great load to carry, so it could fall also. What were the necklaces made up of? Lal beads, shiny scarlet seeds, black one end. There was a black one at the end, which was commonly found everywhere in the jungle. Sound of the necklaces around her neck, rattling swish sound, rattling swish. Each bead had to be drilled with a what? A red hot needle. Her needle was her family needle was snapped, so she was not able to make her necklace till she didn't get one new, a new one. She wants to wear anklets, earrings, nose rings, bangles. Color of Sibya's body is golden. Gujar encampment was made up of grass huts. They were grass huts. Then they were nomadic graziers. Okay. And they sold, you see, there were two things they sold: white butter and white milk, and young male buffaloes for tiger as a bait. People used to take young male buffaloes from them, and they used to get hold of the tiger when the tiger used to come to attack the buffalo. So it was their earning. They used to sell young male buffaloes. Okay. Till what time did the Gujars live in a place? So they were nomadic. They never used to stay at one place. Till what time did they say? There are 4 options that you can do. Until the animals had finished all the grazing within reach. Animals will not get grass, then how will they survive? So till the grass was there, they used to stay. Then they were not able to sell enough white butter and white milk if they had finished all that. Then if there was no one to buy young male buffaloes for tiger's bait. Third, and the fourth is when a cattle killing tiger was making nuisance. Okay, I'm trying not to repeat. Gujar women wore what? Trousers tight and wrinkled at the ankles, and ears had large silver rings made of melted rupees. Melted rupees. Gharas were made up of brass. Where were the men and boys of the camp? Out with the herd, gone to the bazaar to sell produce too. Gujars were junglis. They were born and bred in the forest. They got their living from animals, from grass and trees, and from silver jewelry. 3 options. They were men in wandering. They were men in the wandering. They used to wander from here and there. So they were pastoral age, not stone age hunters, and not cultivators. Cultivators would settle down in one place. So they were pastoral. The women came out on the shore and made they used to go to the stepping stones. They girded up their skirts to jump from stone to stone. They pulled up their skirts, so this word is used, girded. Then they used to go from stone to stone, clanked their sickles and forks, and shouted their quarrels above the gush of the river. So as to make the crocodiles frightened, because the crocodiles would hear that there are many people and they would get attacked. So the crocodiles didn't attack the humans there. Makker'S did not move. Women crossed safely. They had to climb a still hillside to get to the grass. For the grass, they had to climb up a hillside. Then there was a broad river below them, which was coming out from the deep narrow pools into the shallows, warm shallows. In the shallows, what was found? There were kingfishers, turtles, mahseer. Mahseer is freshwater fish, more than 100 pounds weight, and crocodiles. She played when she was as a child. She used to play at the banks. What was there in the cavelets? There were little bowls molded of clay for hardening. She had kept there for hardening. What would she make on the bowls? Marigolds and elephants. Remember, marigolds and elephants. Work of the woman back home. When the woman used to come back home in the evening after taking the paper grass or whatever work they had gone to the forest for, they used to see their animals and evening meal. Sibya dawdled to see her clay cups. What did she do? Dawdled. Women in front yelled to those behind. Why? To save themselves from the crocodile. Sibya came down to the stepping stones. She was heavily loaded, muscles were stretched and aching. All the women had the same problem. The hay fork in the where was the hay fork? The hay fork in the packed dry grass into her collarbone. Gujar woman. There was a Gujar woman who was carrying 2 ghadas. She went till the stepping stones. Why did she go to the stepping stones? To get clear water without sand. 2 ghadas. Woman screamed, dropped both the brass pots, and the brass pots were gone in the river. So she screamed. what had happened. The crocodile's jaws closed on her leg. She fell on the stone and she clutched one of the timber logs to save herself. What did she do to save herself? She clutched to one of the timber logs. Sibya came leaping like a rock goat, and there was boiling bloody water. One slap of the tail could kill her. The crocodile struck, which shot the water 20 feet, and it felt like a silver chain. The crocodile's tail shot the water. It went down and the water went 20 feet above, and it felt like a silver chain. What was the fight like? It was as common as a thorn tree for Sibya. It was a common thing for her. And Sibya didn't seem afraid of sorts. Where did Sibya attack and with what? Sibya attacked the reptile's eyes with a hay fork. Here the reptile is crocodile, with a hay fork. Where did the prong went? Prong is the point of the fork. So right in the eyes, and the other one scratched past on the horny cheek. And one went right in the eyes. How would the crocodile be found after a few days? It had been attacked. So after a few days, it would be found floating, not till his stomach was blown with gas, due to which it would float. His stomach would fill with gas because he was dead. And maybe he would be found upside down among the logs, upside down with pus in his eyes. The water will be entering and he would be dead. Sibya got her arms around the fainting woman. How did she help the woman? She got her arms around the fainting woman, dragged her from the water, stopped her wounds with sand and bound them with rag. Stopped it with sand and एक rag से उसको बांध दिया. Okay, bound them with the rag and then helped her reach the Gujar encampment where she was from. That lady was from the Gujar encampment. Okay, what did the men do there? The men made a litter to carry her for the treatment to someone. Okay, the men made a litter. Okay, Sibya picked up her fork, saw the blue bead, which was blue only during the day because of the sun shining. Where was the bead? In the cold silk water. She was missing the bead. When she was trying to catch the bead, she was not able to hold it because of refraction. You understand refraction of light. When anything is in the water and you are seeing from above, you are not able to catch it because of the refraction of light. I'm not going into the detail now for the physics part. Why did the heart went up with joy? Why did her heart went up with joy? Because she was getting a blue bead. It lay in her wet palm. In her wet palm, it lay. She had got hold of it. Perfect, pierced with gold dust, and it belonged to her. So she was so happy about it. What did she pick up? She picked her fork, sickle, and heavy grass. Went back home. What dangers were there while going back home? What dangers were there? There would be snakes, malaria mosquitoes, and a morose old Makkana elephant. That was a tuskless one. Tuskless is without tusks. Till when did her mother did not notice her? Till she didn't reach home. Then she noticed that Sibya was not there and something might have happened to her. So the mother, till she didn't reach home, she thought Sibya was coming along with the other woman. And when she went home, then only she noticed that Sibya was not there. And when she reached home, she was getting very angry. What is the irony in this story? That Sibya was overjoyed with the blue bead than killing the crocodile. So she was not happy killing the crocodile, but she was really happy to get the blue bead. So you can understand that the poem, story, blue bead, it is on the blue bead, and it was so important for Sibya. Okay, children, thank you, and it's been a long video. Happy, best of luck for this. Okay, bye. I'll be back again very soon with the next. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye.